Now, hot on the heels of American intelligence bosses insisting they've done nothing wrong, it's time to hear from Britain. UK spy chiefs are going public for the first time to testify on Britain's collaboration on global spying. More details now from our London correspondent, Sara Firth.
For the first time, you're going to have the three heads of Britain's spy agencies in the same room being questioned by MPs. Now, that's part of a session that's going to be broadcast via a satellite link. It's going to be live, but there will be a short time delay just in case anything's revealed that could be considered a threat to national security. So who exactly do we have in those hot seats? Well, we've got Sir Ian Lobban, the director of GCHQ. We've got Andrew Parker, who's the Director General of MI5. And we've got Sir John Sawyers, who is the MI6 chief. Now, they are going to face questions from the Intelligence and Security Committee as part of an inquiry into the oversight of UK intelligence agencies following concerns about the scale of mass surveillance. That, of course, coming after the Edward Snowden revelations. Now, what you're not going to hear, because this is a public session, is details of ongoing intelligence operations and their techniques. So it's unlikely, for example, that you'll hear any mention of Project Tempora, that of course being the secret program to do with the gathering of web and phone data. Now, this is going to be, of course, widely scrutinized by people who are watching. It's the first time it's happened, but this is really going to rest on what exactly is asked of them.
But if you're expecting anything new to emerge or to see the intelligence chiefs in trouble, don't build your hopes up. At least that's according to investigative journalist Tony Gosling.
Well, be sure your sins will find you out. I think this is going to be quite interesting. The only trouble is that the committee that's grilling them, the Intelligence and Security Committee, is faulty in itself. Sir Malcolm Rifkind, who's the chairman, is actually very much wedded in with the military-industrial complex himself. He's working for one of the defence contractors. So that's part of the problem here, is we're likely to see quite a lot of rehearsed answers and actually not very good theatre.
Well, according to the NSA leaks, British intelligence was able to monitor up to 600 million communications every day. So who was looking at them? Well, 850,000 NSA employees and private US contractors had access to British databases. And there's the question of whether the US had access to the British spy mast at its Berlin embassy, which was holding an ear up to Germany's government. Well, Britain isn't the only one helping Washington keep a close eye on the world, as Gianni Chichian explains.
Intelligence services of 5 English-speaking countries have joined resources to spy on the whole world. The US is the most resourceful. Its closest ties are with Britain's GCHQ. But Canada, Australia, and New Zealand are also contributing. Australia backs up Washington by keeping tabs on Asian countries. From the documents leaked by Edward Snowden, we learned that Australian embassies across Asia-Pacific host this highly sensitive intelligence collection program as part of the Five Eyes network. It's not just terrorists that the Five Eyes are looking for. A former Australian intelligence officer privy to the program said the main focus is political, diplomatic, and economic intelligence. Most recently, the East Timorese government complained publicly about Australian spying during negotiations on the future of the Timor Gap oil and gas reserves. Canada, too, is interested in natural resources and is accused of actively spying on South America. Edward Snowden revealed that Canada, with the help of the NSA, hacked into the Brazilian Ministry of Energy and Mines. He also exposed that the US has been spying on Brazil's national oil company. Edward Snowden revealed some details of how the Five Eyes operate, but even before, intelligence officials made no secret of their quote-unquote Orwellian cooperation.
I met yesterday with our Five Eyes colleagues, and one of them offered up the term that has become popular in his country, is Australia. They call it the efficiency dividend, which is, as he said, a Orwellian euphemism for cuts.
For these intelligence services, it looks like a give-and-take relationship, a two-way street, or should I say, a five-way street. In Washington, I'm Ganesh Chekyan, RT.